the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Breaking story Akayensan say United States, Washington DC, Ghanaian embassy, Oma closing it down, shutting it down. Asatene aye kese. Na investigations be also as a result of massive fraud of up to the approximately millions of dollars Ghana be under Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa's ministry. You discover say obo Ghana for chrono. Now say way back and as a individual way sika charge wo embassy ansa na process visa ono create one company account or the transfer payment direct to the account. Now each and every time bia obi be visa application bia also tria up to between $30 to $60 per applicant. Na why then what transfer akoche ne private account. Na na forensic audit, forensic investigations. APM say sa individual way while oyeden obosa krono no ewo Ghanaian embassy, Washington DC embassy. Na kofo be free for lawyers say free for the involvement of the FBI. Because Chronono Ekoso in the United States of America, even though Oye Juma under foreign missions, say embassy bia say a Ghana SAS so sana embassies for operate no. Likely say or transfer sikana echo United States bank account or they acquire United States assets. In say FBI for a BIM na omutimidi sikana chiri na Ghana etimi retrieve all the lost money as a result of fraud here what bought Ghana for chrono over the years. Now you remember a reporter, international lawyer we a release it. Or say one, the individual employed at the Ghana embassy in the United States allegedly diverted traffic from the official visa application portal to a parallel platform charging unsuspecting applicants between $30 to $60 per application. In the official Ghanaian embassy platform also, no accredit on one account or charge Ghana for $30 to $60 per applicant. Now we are supposed to believe that no one in the embassy knew. The embassy in Pinifon na charges here cost or transfer sikeni na kosa account no eti apart so kwabrane no ono kwa na yesa na anase a whole mafia eno maka ho atum eno mo yesa. Now also I note that Ghana's foreign minister has indicated that the matter will be reported to the Attorney General. Okudzeto Ablakwa say Nsem-Pii or better issue no ato no waye nhwehwemu. In as much as Ghana's Attorney General involved, no, so matter way beyond Ghana for your jurisdiction because of Chromemon currencies involved. Now, the alleged scheme took place largely on Ghanaian soil. The victims were mostly people engaging with a foreign mission accredited under US law. The fraud process were likely laundered and used to acquire assets in the United States. Inti also United States Chromemon as a FBI for forensic audit ebeka ho na yehwehwe echire bibi asika na kodu ena sika dodo a omewia over the years. Now I say this is not just an internal disciplinary or domestic prosecution issue. It squarely falls under US federal jurisdiction and may trigger the application of the Racketeer Influenced and Corruption Organizations Act, a powerful legal instrument designed precisely for long-running coordinated criminal enterprises. Inti konfutechia mwa wabok Ghana for chrono over the years. Sa federal law we United States federal law ebetimabwa akochesa konfutechia man. Now the US authorities must be officially notified and invited for investigations. The scale of the fraud is has international dimensions, and the use of the embassy resources to facilitate extortion of vulnerable applicants all make this a matter of serious diplomatic and criminal concern. United States embassies for no Omatna Hawaiian Shehan, Yabogan, and phone chrono over $30 to $60 per applicant for over the years there. So muna yedi omokasa FBI investigations now involving US authorities will allow us to follow the money, freeze assets, now extradite if necessary. The integrity of Ghana's missions abroad and trust of its citizens and international partners demands nothing less. Until when law reports via yedi Bremo, I just say qualify for FBI investigations. You can follow the matter a choir of also a boss acronym over the years, need the closing down of Washington embassy as a result of millions of fraud detected under Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa's ministry.
Only for them to do some investigation and find out that the U.S. embassy in Ghana, Ghana's U.S. embassy, Ghana's U.S. embassy. Ghana's embassy in the U.S. in Washington. Yeah. There's some, things going on, what we will call in our local parlance, Kululu, where the director of IT, Mr. Fred Kwarton, created his own backdoor website to the official visa website. And so as you are applying, you pay a certain fine, close from $29 to $60. Yeah. As you are making some of those payments, it doesn't go straight to the coffers of the embassy. It goes straight to
his coffers, his personal business.
Jackie, isn't that sad?
That's sad.
Benjamin Akako, you have traveled in and out of Ghana. I don't know if
every weekend he's not in Ghana, so
every weekend he's not in Ghana. I don't know if he's boarding the flight. His head is able to make way through the cabin. But Ben, tell me, what do you make of corruption in and out of Ghana? Isn't this extreme greed?
The U.S. embassy to where? I was a Tikasiano is for a reason.
I know, right?
But I mean, I've got to the point where nothing shocks me anymore in Ghana, and I'm just glad that this has been found out. Yeah. And they are seeking, putting in place remedial measures.
Yeah. Great. Of course. Honorable, sorry.
Somebody I'm a Ben here this morning. Ben is just trying
his name is Ablakwa, not Blakwa.
You see,
Ablakwa.
Benjamin is just waiting for you to make that mistake and you just chip in.
He started it with the tickets, so I chopped my
bread. All right, let's see what social media has got to say on this particular issue.
Of course, so Betty says that, everywhere is not safe. Sally. And Dream Girl says, good job. I don't know why some people are never satisfied in life. You have a good paid job, and yet you want to steal your fellow human being. And yet you want to steal your fellow human being. Too bad. May God strengthen you to do more for your beloved country. Army Yao says that he must rather be prosecuted. Will not leave no stone unturned. Justice must prevail in due course. Honorable Minister, we are fully behind you to save us from the condemned past government. Yes, so social media has been reacting to this. This is actually a very shocking news and interesting one, knowing that you apply for your visa and all that, and you are paying someone is just fees. Taking more.
And this guy, I mean, just so you know, a lot of the staff have been dismissed. I mean, all the Ghanaians they've all been recalled. They've come back home, like the sack. Everybody has been sacked only because one IT guy. And just so you know, of course, I have a feeling that he's not alone. He has compatriots, accomplices, alibis, Great. Let's run into other stories making the headlines. And it's the story of national
nipa bolini bi wo wiase bia no. Yakopon kwanya obetimi egu animase. Na utie sa video na ye boy na. Okudzeto Ablakwa de wo ye no. Wo ye principled person. And yes, what time na Kufuado. I just what time MPP until wo ye sa. Bawaku se wan resign a mebo mu de saso kan bo na menini na me wogidie say or personal hatred against Nana Kufuado, personal hatred against MPP, and you're based on any principle. That was my opinion. But when Abasin was say na enye personal na based on principles of the year principles na antino I was so resign. Because when resigning straight away we confirm me say Okudzeto Ablakwa our personal hatred against Nana Kufuado, personal hatred against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, personal hatred against the New Patriotic Party. media makasa sa na me minim so wote ba onu be defend no say yes na tie dia ene aba beto ho no mo waku nyakopon oh ena isi enye se wosa e wa ban mu keke wo won say foreign affairs minister
una bibia be facilitate
eti bibia krata bia na yi bia in fact e bi kopo e ba yen maame no minim se ne mali bi kuja ne dia fase ba ne ba bi kuja no na because we penimu eti wo kone se bia se ma e ba ne ba bi kuja na say ne wo fast ni nua bi ba kuja no a e bi ko wo ni visa what you say e bi oni visa e bi ko oni passport foreign affairs minister una be facilitating nyina ten dia mano so hu nyakopon Okudzeto black one now anya saade a efiri na ekro no media house bi amba firi Okudzeto black one some foreign page story ya esam ya no dishonest ablakwa dishonest ablakwa unprincipled ablakwa because ablakwa the principles or personal hatred against MPP ene maami abayi ne ho odi kama kwa maami no so ba obaye no ka asem bi a ha me kakra
o se sen
wada Ghana man penyi ase ne Ghana fo nyina ase no oyi Owura Ibrahim Hama eda nase se bi president san Owura Ibrahim Hama nipa bebiri a wayo mpapa no bebe ko onim wo mo eba wote na anobi kwalo holo ma wo so kisa da munis kasi it say Owura Ibrahim Hama ebe wako support to vice president ye yini nua vice president there can be problem but I was so man na ye
there be so wankase Ibrahim Hama na hwe no
there be utie no wakaso be challenge again
no wankasa
was say he made sure say adibia wo hia bia ne sakan
na so be make sure there were so many ways say you see send you for make sure say Ghana benya IMF program at John Mahama o for use phone call ni call ni links any year or to facilitate it you know there one can say on the hair no so
your national protocol
it doesn't matter
as I said making sure
it doesn't matter only
vice president to here bia your demand so say woman to me anyoma adwuma ko say this Ibrahim na making sure say the maami here the man there
Ibrahim Mahama Ibrahim Mahama e Ghana ni abra Ghana eko IMF no Toboas anya different thing anya different thing IMF no kra na can formalize because no there formalize to the extent say ye wo structure kwa aban ni IMF so edele wo ho otumfo de omam kra because otumfo ha any role bia wo ho but emu ye den no otumfo eso otukwan kono ko facilitate na ensaka
so you are saying say ma me hwe nso mu ye den
say that's and now what here
say ma me hwe no aban hwe no mu ye
and now what here okromu no ye hifa okromu say na aban ko ya dibo kokofo de akyeremaden na eye den ma aban na musifo ho na say wo na obetimi aya Ghana ba be fa ko facilitate ni wa ye
dey okay nyina metiaso but ma ye vice president hwe dey ade say mu ye den
ade ti na mu ye den
ko say obi na ebe mu ansa na tinya ayi
so hu say a medical emergency nti e ba medical emergency a e bi abehwe no Ibrahim Mahama kra na special doctor bi a owo ahwe no a wonim so good no it made me call I don't mean percept you say okan say Ibrahim Mahama the two medical bills then you will have
what say okay beba the rule ayi na wo kan ye no otumfo de no what say IMF for ne Ghana for ye no otumfo ankasa efa phone call emu ye de ma aban no ye no nti de ne ye otumfo mu a me issue ne say so mampanyin ehia medical assistance e was so man should be in the position to take care of everything for the mampanyin that is my position.
I think you are overstretching this issue. There is nothing wrong with it till as somebody said obi what medical emergency yet net to kwa abroad.
You see the rule is not on point this morning.
No,
I disagree with you completely. What I'm saying is men ka say why boni o. The mention say vice president Yaria. Say president Yaria. Or man should be in the position say emwa bi o here bi say man.
But Ibrahim Mahama o ye hini.
And
me catch one no pay say ene John Mahama yare na se God na sarbedi akon ene nim baabi e wo US adwo mahama yare a wo yare no ne ho beto no a patro state no ba be fa wa no pay ya e de wasi play mu e de wa ko US wo
akwa ma me ne say
Dabi me catch instance no Dabi to bo ase ma me ne say me catch say se e ba say as I say be fa wo ha na e do kwa e do be ko
me problem
ma me no ase wo kan
me no problem with you one be fa me ya one be fa me o man na ehia memu a obegye etuwe na your man na
wa kra wo fa say unim ba bi na sa ban ni judo do be ko
why nobody want me say ma me ne say ade bia wo hia bia the mention is going forward.
So how do you mean what do you how did you now taking inside ade bia wo hia bia na iska
na say me kenska
on kenska
me kenska what am misconstrue
ayen kwane owu asem
that me kenska
that godoti
the mention is
ayen kwa ani owu asem
me opinion nie me say
ade bia Ibrahim Mahama betimi ayabo ne bia no me de me so me ni problem wo ho
I have a problem so let me deal with it me say enipa wonim le da krampo ti meboa no meboa radio station got to be announcement and how much more vice president but the mission say you won nkwa but the state should be in the position say adibia wo here be say the man
but my question to you is say state in the cancer na oni in the position to help ana
say o wa say Ibrahim Mboa
but say that
is it possible say anopa wo dey fan dey mad down say is it possible say anopa state be mama mleduane a na Ibrahim so be mleduane ati because state no montwen what I'm saying is say the state should be in the position say state and we responsible for her upkeep yede ne ko ni bibia ye mfema no wo ka so obeta ne nchen ni bedi nkobo e ya rechiche kama I have no problem with that but my issue ni say enyema wo hia bi obehia bia e be ma ne ho ato no de e wo so man eye that's it
hona me no a departure no
and the departure ni anko different topic
and say oh you see wo ka say you see Ibrahim Mahama make sure say ade bi obehia bia no ne nsakan ya mementi asini I feel say a facilitation because Ibrahim Mahama no
facilitation of what
of what of the medical care no
say
because
why
onimu say
do oni holu muso e
foreign affairs minister oh
that's
o man ni nyina
eno de enye hwe eno de kan hwe
obi ne travel timber facility na mo go yo de ne tuomo ka
oh ende en kan hwe ende kan hwe
anybody go ye tuomo ka say adwuma munye ni na mo ntimi nya adwuma to the sense that obi ne travel timber facility say
mukasa mo overstretch ade no ma did not say anywhere say Ibrahim Mahama ma anka anye yi
we made sure say he will hear bia
what the man ne sakan and I may say going forward no e was so mind no ye ni ma me no ye ye de ne ko ade bia ma me hia bia so okwai was so hia laptop baako wo hia we na wa ye ya de man
when did ne ko
Ghana
and what's your problem?
The problem is that I don't Ghana and facilitating the media near my private citizen. That's my issue.
Bra,
asama mo kan di. You see, well, me no the only reason why I am not with you on this issue is a medical emergency. And it is a vice president and the president of the republic ayare. Na any Ghanaian etimi ebe facilitate in any way near providing medical emergency. I don't think there's any problem with that.
Just no kind. One gas what your face say what facilitate medical emergency. What say
you hear
Biana me see any agent coin. In fact, the could be say because that time no buy air no. Ebia now you hear private jet. Ibrahim will be. Ibrahim betim de nako ana me boa yes ye ne better na se na skabia wo bia ne yefia
nche ba say Ibrahim de no koye na se ma me ne ka say me se
o de bia Ghana hia Ibrahim boa
me ba me se e ba say ye pe private jet no Ibrahim de ne de koye na ma me ne ka say o make sure say ni o hia bia no ne sakan ya problem ben de wo ho because at that moment no na ka Ibrahim betimi so decide say oh, my coming for private jet.
You don't me say one way a private citizen.
Responsibilities
should be on the government. Who would you buy a first one year?
Government, I don't think government a friend is saying Edda want responsibility so I don't think so.
Me no tie. Ye tu kwa Kumasi. And say adwuma we Chris Jokweku e provide the hia. O provide ma ye wi a na ye ho toye ni a. E be be say be ka say ye da one.
Mama typical example. David Toboa. Mama typical example. Why be what happen? Yan ye ko ye adwuma. Ye ko takradi. Ono Clement Wilkinson e wo fa say obema ye car no afu ole me ye akọ. Yan ko sere no Toboa say. Enye ye ne yekopa no choso ma ye car. Ono ana wo fa so de beko. Ye ko bae no ye betena fidie so kan say ye da Honorable Clement Wilkinson na say. So who otisi ye ko ye adwuma ma MPP no. Ono afu ole ne car e de baha e me ye de be ma sama ye driver kan me ye de koy. It doesn't mean say na adwuma no ntimi ma ye car.
You know why you took the car? Tell me your pick up when car me
enye no kre. It doesn't mean say ne ye pick up. Tie ne ye pick up wan ka manager betimi nya bia man.
Please.
That's let's be fair. Say ne ye pick up, ne ye catch manager say ye pick up wan. Manager betimi nya pick up man. Say so current club because current pick up man. What's that particular moment? And you know Honorable Clement offer a kind gesture. Emi ye jikoye, emi ye buy. Ye buy no. Ye beda na say senia ma me beda Ibrahim Mahamas.
Na me chade messages e ba nyina. Wo le via message ana me for the platform.
What? No me you see can disagree. But me position is say a medical emergency. So me I don't think there is any problem with that.
Who position you can't argue with me. Who position no problem. Me position they say. And now say one mind dey na ko. Ade bia ma me here bia.
That's what my provide.
That's what my provide. And one
me no hear agree with it. Let's go. Me no hear agree. Ma me so can say you hear bia o man na nye. Uncle send you here be your man no.
Make that be me say your man next time e kwa. It are you say ma me no kedi ese yankoto aduro mre no. Yankoto aduro ba ko pi bi mre no. O man koto buy. Na Ibrahim za koto aduro no so aba na ye depend ni na won the same time na. Me dem me say
what provide ya better no be aba.
Yankoso nyehwe.
Yo. Me dey me position no. Okay, asante pacho. Yemo ayidie no.
Position waka. Ya kwani. Akofo support you dodo.
Yemo oh minim so am be support me some me manya message baby but me what I'm saying.
Also don't you say
well e be support me dodo na so support me. But what I'm saying is say no what I'm saying is say me but what I'm saying is say once say na mami buy no say hey ekwan amaidi mi afa so say Ibrahim Muhammad the be mu a ankanye yi then what says I did no man energy on the responsibility am Ibrahim take over but the card that man penia say e da ban na say e no say obey special mention of obia he was by the bedside na o make sure say no benya bia ohia bia ne nsa beka. It doesn't mean so man anya responsible and when I'm person you draw distinction
that ultimate draw distinction obia fa sa ade ne mai say oba na anya responsible. Okay.
Asante yankobo Okudzeto Ablaka second video no.